Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
The host, Quincy.
It still says 105 up in the top left corner. Why? Still very hot.
I don't know. I got nothing. Global warming, desert, giant space child with magnifying glass, and more ants.
I mean, I'm sure one grain of salt flying through space, coming at us at Mach 2, turning slowly into the speed of light will just go right through our planet and just instantly vaporize us. Yeah, I mean...
What are you gonna do?
If I were to die by the carelessness of a friend, that'd be okay.
Nah.
Nah,
I'd haunt that motherfucker.
that's fair.
I had shit to do. How dare you check me out early?
Yeah. Drinking anything special over there, Q?
Apple juice.
That's kind of the day for just drinking nice cold beverages. I'm enjoying...
It was hot out. It was long. It was like, you know what? Salad and apple juice.
It was long? It was hard?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm throbbing.
That's true. I'm doing an Arizona Cherry Lime Ricky. They now sell them at my 7-Eleven, so I'm a little bit more happier.
I was just at that 7-Eleven actually. Did you see that Arizona is doing a giveaway of Arizona iced tea themed skis?
And for a 1-year supply of Arizona iced tea. I did see that.
But the money I could get for the skis would buy me a lot more than 1 year.
Really? You think so?
I mean, those skis gotta be worth a couple $100, right?
I mean, yeah, and then 2 for $1 at the best of sales. I don't know.
26 cents at Winco, man.
Oh, yeah. That'd be $100. Well, I don't know how much skis go for. I don't ski. I would snowboard.
I've never done that either.
No? I haven't either. Yeah, I would like to.
I've been on a sled.
I was on a lid. That's the closest I've ever been. And then snow has been foreign to me for ages.
Our last snowfall was 5 years? No,
4-ish?
2019.
Yeah, 4-ish.
It's 2024, so 5.
End of 2020.
2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. Because it was February of 19.
Ah, okay. Then yeah.
Yeah.
5 years ago. Dang. Also, what do you think of the nice little serene rocks with the water coasting over it?
I like... Whoa, dropped my Apple Pencil. I like serenity.
Yes, we need a little bit of that in our lives right now.
Driving my brother's car, and I don't know what went wrong, but I was trying to get my phone to connect, and suddenly it's playing river noises at me through the radio.
You want peace? Fine. Skadoo.
I'm like, I know, I want to listen to my audiobook is what I want.
I've been looking for an audiobook to kind of listen to get the mind going again, but my mind just keeps going, no, just listen to music.
I mean, I have those moments where I'm not into the audiobooks, I gotta have the music.
We got a couple humble bundles, gonna speed through them as quickly as possible, just because it's 4 of them. 4 more popped up thanks to this Future Game Show, Summer Showcase, and the Tiny Build Showcase that kind of spat through other features. So IGN did a lot of coverage on all of the game shows that have happened over the last week, and there's still, I believe, 1 more to come, hopefully in the near couple days. We haven't got an announcement for it, but I'm sure Nintendo will pop up and be like, oh yeah, here's one of our directs. The Future Game Show Summer Showcase Discovery Game Bundle with Gloomwood, a game I've been very interested in for a while. A first-person shooter that has a little bit more stealth elements and interesting elements that also kind of dig into it. It kind of crossed my path when I was playing Dusk, and it's from the producers of Dusk, so it's good to know that it's in good hands. American Arcadia, a kind of TV reality show set in the 70s, but it's got some more actual hinged stakes, such as death. You know, dying on air is kind of the thing that they go for. Ship of Fools, playing a top-down isometric, I believe, co-op game where you play the creature's fools. I believe this is a roguelite with Zelda-like combat. Lost in Play, which I did not have a chance to look at before we got in. Quiet you. Oh. Looks like a nice little storytelling adventure about a brother and sister solving puzzles, escaping a horned beast, and meeting quirky goblins are just part of the journey. Okay, so it's a mild point-and-click adventure with simple puzzles. Okay, I can get down with that. I'm glad people are still making these types of games. On Guard, which I did get a good look at, a third-person kind of role-play tactics, I guess, because everything kind of moves in cones or lines. You could put barrels on people's heads. This game caught me way by surprise. I've never seen this game, but it does look very Assassin's Creed with what's the frickin' sword fighty game? Honor. For Honor. And so mixing up those two kind of seems like it'd be a fun little time. I hope there's a good story that goes along with this. It says story episodes, so I would assume that there's some big overarching story. But for $10, that ain't bad. Deliver Us Mars. I was excited for this game. Well, for the first one, Deliver Us the Moon. And it was not what I anticipated it to be. Was I disappointed? No. Was it a different experience? Yes. And now the sequel, Deliver Us Mars, it looks more beautiful than Deliver Us the Moon. If you've watched Prometheus, this kind of goes along that line with a little bit more of an AI companion that may or may not get on your nerves. And
Gravity, I think I'll be fine.
Yeah. And then Entropy Center. This one's a bit of a mind puzzly, manipulate time and physics engine. I like this game. This game's great. I've played it before when it dropped on Game Pass, I believe. Either that or I played it some way. It's great. It's fantastic. It is Portal, but with less corporate guidelines. I don't know how to really put it. It is just a puzzler game that uses time, and time for me is shaky. All of these, $15 for all 7 items, and I find Gloomwood to be worth it on its own, but all the rest, go for it. It helps out the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, which we've talked about before, and a new one, It Gets Better. It Gets Better's mission is to communicate to lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender youth around the world that it gets better, and to create and inspire the changes needed to make it better for them. Growing up isn't easy. Many young people face daily tormenting and bullying, leading them to feel like they have nowhere to turn. This is especially true for LGBT kids and teens who often hide their sexuality for fear of bullying. Without other openly gay adults and mentors in their lives, they can't imagine what their future may hold. It Gets Better was created to show young LGBT people of the levels of happiness, potential, and positivity their lives will reach. It Gets Better wants to remind youth in the LGBT community that they are not alone, and it will get better. It's strong one. This one I might actually buy just because of those charities. But I Gloomwood. I want to play Gloomwood. Oh, it's god dope. As said, IGN helped out with their big, huge announcements, and with that, they even had a Humble Bundle to do. $25 gets 8 items, including High on Life. I wasn't too big a fan of High on Life.
I went in thinking it was gonna be fun, and it wasn't not fun, but it really wasn't what I wanted. And I had played through like the whole thing, and then the shit started coming out about like the Rick and Morty guy.
Oh, yeah.
And I never went back to 100% it. I did finish the game, but I never 100%ed it.
Okay. Do you have any plans on getting the DLC knife? High on
No.
Knife? What is it called? High on Knife. Okay. That's fair. I mean, 89% positive on Steam. It's not a bad game. It wasn't my cut. Quincy beat it. Would you say it's good?
It's not bad.
Okay. Well, take that as you will. Atari 50, the anniversary celebration. So when I clicked into it, I was like, it features 6 new games, and I'm like, well, how many games does this feature? So I looked it up. Over 100 games is in this collection from their entire the majority of their retro library, including games on the Lynx, which boggles my little woggle. Jaguar has a few that I would like to place, like Cybermorph and Atari Carts. I never really played beyond the 7800. Have you played on a Atari?
I don't remember which one I had, but I had one. And then I have one of those plug-and-play retro things that they came out with a few years back.
Okay, so 5200, I believe, is all that. So 5200, 2600 was probably what all that was. I might get this collection because you get some really good games in this set. Some really good arcade. One such as Tempest for the arcade, which blows away every other arcade game right now that still does polyvexing, if there is any. I think everything uses 3D modeling now. But Tempest, great game. Play Tempest. Back over to this. Revival Recolonization. It's another Civ game, but with broken down robots and restructuring how you work through technology again. I don't know.
Technology.
God dang it, Quincy. But on a more serious note, Revival Recolonization. I don't. Not my cut, but if you like Civ and want technology pushing, that would be your go-to. MechWarrior 5. I played most of the MechWarriors. MechWarrior 5's okay. I like it. I would like to have the giant controller that goes along with it, but I don't have the hundreds of dollars to spend on that. Bit of a bummer. Soul Slinger, Envoy of Death. A pretty fast-paced first-person shooter. If you played Quake, this kind of feels like Quake. You gotta reload, though. That's the only downside. And death is quick, but revival is quicker. It's a roguelite-ish, where you gain abilities beyond each wave. This looks like fun. And upgrades. We like upgrades. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of lens flare just for shooting a gun.
What was this, made by J.J. Abrams?
Wouldn't surprise me at this point. Bread and Fred. If you have a buddy that you want to play this with, this would be a very fun one. It has couch co-op, but good news, it's activated through Steam, so you'll be able to do Steam Remote Play, and they'll be able to be by your quiet you. You'll be able to play Bread and Fred. This one's funny. It's hard, very hard, especially if there's lack of communication. It has a physics engine, so understanding how physics works in relativity to one another, one is heavier than the other, but one has a grab. It's fun. You could play games with one another, rock, paper, scissors, or set timers so that way you both can jump at the same proper timing. As said, it's just a physics-based adventure that's a whole lot of fun. And lastly, Grindstone. Quincy had talked to me about this before, Cass, saying this was one of the first games on the Apple Play. What is it?
Apple Arcade.
Apple Arcade.
They had like launched with a good chunk of games, and this was one of the ones that was on there.
And I mean, it looks very strange. I love its art style. It has actual. Wait. OKKO. Oh, Super Time Force. Okay. So this is just a good. I might get this if I get this bundle. I'll be more than happy to play this game. It's just
like, problems processing.
It is a bit rough because I was like, I don't know what this game really is because I just saw that. I didn't go further than that, and then I didn't see this where it was telling me what the teams were, and I was like, I'll just read this, and so it's a very addicting puzzler game. Okay, I see you. How much for the whole thing? $25 for all 8 items. And it helps out Child's Play. Child's Play charity works to channel the goodwill of worldwide gaming community into video games and game systems for sick children in hospitals. This one just makes sure that children can play games anywhere. Make sure that, video games aren't lost to them. Because, let's face it, video games are awesome.
I mean, I think so.
But I know. I know so. I've got nothing but video games tattooed on my body. Well, and a dice. But, you know what I mean. Skadoop. Tiny Build. Part of the IGN showcase was a Tiny Build portion of it, and I'm here for Tiny Build. I love Tiny Build as a studio with that throws nothing but indie games out. And they're all, most of them are fantastic, because I don't know some of these, such as Cartel Tycoon. I don't want to be a drug runner. That ain't me. But when I saw Asterigos, Curse of the Stars, I said, ooh, on second thought, this looks kind of nice. It looks like a nice third-person action role-playing game, which you don't get too many of in today's times, unless you're God of War. So it's nice to have a nice, breath of fresh air. How much is this bundle? Quiet you. $15 for all 15 items? Ayo. Hello Neighbor 2. Down below is Hello Neighbor 1. Not for Broadcast. And the 2 DLCs for Not for Broadcast. Tinykin, Graveyard Keeper, and the Graveyard Keeper DLC Stranger Sins, which is the Stranger Things-like add-on. Party Hard 2 if you're a psychopath. Streets of Rogue if you happen to really enjoy Streets of Rage but want a roguelike experience. Nitro Kid if you like the original karate for the NES but with a little bit of a deck building piecemeal that is kind of endearing. Kill It With Fire if you really hate spiders. And a coupon for Cartel Tycoons DLC.
You want to say cartoon.
I do, and I don't mean to.
You probably be like cartoon, but cartoon.
50% off Cartel Tycoons San Rafaela DLC. This isn't bad. For $15, and it gets a whole bunch of games I don't have on my list. This one definitely might be it. This one also helps out Child's Play. Yeah, skadoop. Last one I'm just going to briefly touch because it's weeb at its finest. Read Beyond the Anime by Kodan Shah. It's a lot of anime, such as Go Go Loser Ranger, which is super dark. Don't go, you look at this cover, you might be like, oh, that actually looks really good. Oh, it's dark. Cheese Sweet Home, if you happen to like following the tale of a cat and how the cat gets loved by a young boy and their mother. And Fairy Tale, which I have a love-hate relationship with Fairy Tale, but it's good to get I think the full catch up on it. And then a few that are not my cut because it seems very um not my taste. Yeah, there's a
Romantic.
romantic, overly romantic.
To slice of life isn't right.
Slice of life definitely ain't right. There is a slice of life with that time I got reincarnated as a slime. It's a really heartwarming story. The further in you go with reincarnated as a slime, and season 2, yeah, it even mentioned new season 2 of this, or 3 now. I just know that it dropped.
Whoa, yawning. This is why I get it for doing apple juice during the podcast, not coffee.
I know, right? Speaking of IGN's that'll take care of it, let's quickly. I was just quickly want to talk about 2 trailers dropped. I forgot to bring them up, but I'll talk about them quickly. One for Arcane season 2, and one for Vox Machina season 3.
Nice.
Yeah. This one here helps for 30 items for $30 for 31 items, and in those items are multiple volumes. This one helps out Direct Relief, which is a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization that just wants to make sure medical relief can be taken care of worldwide. Active in all 50 states and in 70 countries, they are slowly beginning to expand their reach, and hopefully will be able to get all supplies everywhere. Before we started up the cast, and the reason why we're kind of late that I'll take the lumps on, I was playing Destiny, and we were in the midst of a timed mission, and I was like, crap.
I see where your loyalty lies.
For a moment, it did. So I've beaten the main story. I'm not going to spoil anything, but what I will say is someone over at Bungie cooked, and they cooked something delicious. It just sucks that their servers are kind of... they were coughing up a little bit.
That's hilarious because you try to make the cough noise, and the board cut you out.
Oh, yay. Here, let me... Was that better?
No, the board keeps cutting you out on purpose.
Dang, because it's breath. Get rid of breath. Okay.
Like it got the, and then when you went to the, it like pulled like the middle of it out.
Okay. Well, even still, someone over at Bungie cooked, and I am fascinated by them. But fix your servers. Without spoiling anything and kind of explaining a bit, they dropped a 12-person event where 12 people can do this event. And it's fun. It's actually really fun. It gets you a lot of really good materials. And I'm like, ooh, can we get more of this? Can we have just a little bit more to cook with, please? Once we're done with this cast, I'll probably go and get my prismatic armor. I really need to get this prismatic armor on hand. So, and I haven't even touched their seasonal yet. Someone over at Bungie did a lot of cooking. And new enemies, new everything. Why do I have a fascination for Bungie?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I have zero answer on that. Could I offer you an egg in this trying time?
Yeah, I'll take the egg. Thank you. Let's go do.
Whoa, hey, completely off subject, completely not what we normally cover, but for the people out there who might be like me and are like, hey, eggs are good and they're great for cooking. Dude, I just got like 2 dozen for $3 at fucking Sam's Club.
Really?
Yeah, 24 fucking eggs for $3.
That's not bad.
Right?
After we just had the bird flu get rid of 1.5 million birds.
That sucks.
That sucks bad. But it doesn't take that long for them to grow, which is nice.
Which is kind of scary.
It is very... I mean, Hormones, man.
Damn, nature. You scary.
They are very scary. Kick a
It
bird out
also
of
accept hormones.
the nest in less than a week, and it's already flying.
I still can't walk right, and I'm 31.
I don't know how to lift with my shoulders like I used to. My shoulder popped out of place a couple days ago.
Don't do that.
Oh, also thank you for the follow.
Oh, we got a follow.
Yes, we got one new follow.
Who loves us today? Thank
So
you.
Splash NATO 307.
Yeah, I'm sending stuff in
chat?
chat.
No More Room in Hell. I played the first one. It's fine. It is very Source Engine because that's what it was based in. And having No More Room in Hell 2 being in a different engine kind of jars me a little bit, but it looks good. It looks very good.
I don't remember the first one.
So the first one was Source Engine. You could tell it was kind of like Gary's Mod, but a little bit more because you can build things, you can put barricades up on walls, and now it seems like they have a new engine. They got like actual flashlight that works and isn't like Half-Life Source Engine one that doesn't work well. I'm here for this game. It's just sadly it's an early access game, but unavailable for right now. So I'll add it to the wish list. Can I do it right now? I sure can. I added it to the wish list, and I'll keep you guys up to date with it. I just hope that it'll be at least available for the early access portion of it. But sadly, nothing. Speaking of big showcases, goddamn, when you put it all in one image, and you're like, pick one. You can only pick one. That's a hard choice. That's a damn hard choice. Because there's 4 I want. Yeah, there are 4 I want on this. 2 outliers that are a little bit I'm interested in, but I already know what the gameplay is like. And that's Stalker 2 and Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. But if you had to pick one out of this, Quincy, what is it?
Picking one that I am interested in, above all else here.
Yep.
So that's tough.
Yeah, I told you. People are cooking. People are making.
It was originally going to be Indiana Jones because like a lot of these were fun, but it would have been Indiana Jones. But then they did Doom Dark Ages, and I was like,
And then they said, you know what? What's another LP we got? Oh, Gears of War E-Day? Okay.
I never finished Gears of War, so that one doesn't hit me as hard.
After finishing 5, I think we made it halfway through 5, and I was just like, eh. Looking at the trailer for E-Day, I was like, ooh. Ooh.
I know I played 1 and 2. I want to say I played 3, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything here. Okay. I mean, 3 would have been a good.
Aliens attack, people die.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're technically aliens, I guess. But this big, huge showcase, which I'm going to quickly brief through the games that I'm excited for with a few of the outlier ones that I was interested in upon looking at their trailer. And a couple that Quincy, of course, will more than likely enjoy. So, as mentioned, they were doing a lot of, like, what IPs do we have that would make good games? And the 4 that really speak up, of course, is Gears of War, Doom, Dragon Age, and strangely, Perfect Dark. And I was like, okay. Going into the Perfect Dark trailer, I was like, I'm going to go get me something to munch on. And instead...
Okay, question.
Yes.
Why do you do that?
What?
You see something and go, I'm not going to give it a chance. I'm just going to either A, get up and leave, or B, open something in a second window.
I don't know, because Perfect Dark Zero, I don't know. I felt like when Perfect Dark Zero came out and it ran its course, I feel like that was a good endpoint. So I was like, oh, this is Perfect Dark? Okay. And then I dropped something on the floor, and I was, after I picked it up, I glanced up and I saw the open world portion of it, and I said, okay, I'm sitting down for the rest of this. And
I thought it was very interesting, and I kind of liked them digging back into an IP we haven't heard anything in a really long time.
kind of frustrated it's not rare, but I get why. But looking at it, I was
Well,
like,
it kind of is because they own Rare.
yes. Uh, but watching the trailer, I was like, this is Hitman, but in first person. I'm feeling it. Weapon play looks fun. Okay, and then after that was, I believe, Mixtape, and I was like, oh, okay, so this is just spitball. Cool. But we're gonna go down the list. Thank you, Microsoft, for having a list of all of your your titles. I believe in alphabetical order. Age of Mythology Retold. I like Age of Mythology. It's fine. It's a nice little real-time strategy game. September 4th, 2024. Oh, and if I didn't make this very clear, every game here, I believe, except for the DLC portions of it, like Shattered Space for Starfield, Skyline Valley for Fallout 76, and World of Warcraft, I forget the expansion name, but those three were something. Oh, and Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred. I believe all four of those are DLC that are they have a price point. Everything else, Game Pass.
I want to say that the 76 thing probably doesn't have a price point. They don't normally charge for the expansions.
Oh, they don't?
No, the expansion things are normally free. Normally, what it is the way they're cosmetics and like progression map type of thing, where it's like there's the free version and there's the paid version.
Oh, see, okay, Season Pass.
Yeah, but it's not for content. It's for goodies that you unlock as you
Oh.
like it's not like you're not buying the missions. You're getting things for your camp, like decorations, new outfits, supplies for your camp, things like that. Recipes, that kind of stuff. And then the other thing they charge for is Fallout First, where you can have private servers, secondary camps, things along those lines.
To not be bothered. I heard it's not so bad nowadays.
I like it.
Unless
you said you went back recently and you didn't like it.
It's just I like having weight with my weapons, and if I hit something, I want it to die, not die 3 seconds later. It's latency that I'm having an issue with. But
chop the head off the chicken, it still runs around.
Yeah, I guess. But otherwise, it's not bad. It's just not what I want out of it. All right. Avowed, a game I've been excited for the last year and a half. They showed more gameplay. This game looks good. Obsidian knows how to build a really nice world that you can kind of catch off of a glimpse and know what you're going to be expecting. It feels like a mix between Fable and Oblivion, or with a little bit of Morrowind. I'm still gonna download it day one as soon as it drops on Game Pass, which would be, it just says 2024, but did it have a date? It just says 2024, doesn't it? Hopefully it's gonna be before the holiday season. I'm hoping, but free on Game Pass, can't be mad. Speaking of free on Game Pass, we're getting Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Did you see the size that it's gonna be?
I heard that wasn't exactly true.
So it is true, sadly. With all 4 portions, campaign, multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone, it will be 325 gigabytes across all consoles and or platforms.
So what I would do is I would download the campaign. I would play and beat the campaign. Then I would delete it and I would download the other parts of the game. Because when I did play, like when I was like a Call of Duty guy, I always beat the campaigns before I went into the
multiplayer.
Yeah,
that's fair. I'm probably just gonna do straight up zombies because free. Why not? I'm very happy about this acquisition that they've picked up so many studios. Activision mostly,
Yeah.
all of Activision's subsidiaries, and I'm glad Treyarch and Raven Software, my baby boy, decided to come back and build Black Ops 6. Oh my god. And this is a continuation off of Black Ops 2?
Well, I think it's a continuation off of all the Black Ops. It's 6. It's set in 91. It's picking up post-war, so it would be post-Cold War.
Post-Cold War. So, okay. Because I know Black Ops 3 had a soft connection in the future. Future? I don't know. All I know is it's going to be an okay story with some good gunplay.
Having like a parrot left in front of the TV.
There was also another little tidbit with the running. You can now run in all directions. Dive in any direction, and when you're on the ground prone, weapon play becomes a lot more stable. So I'm kind of here for how they're doing maneuverability in Black Ops 6. The only thing is you're going to get those, lack of better words, unhinged children running around and playing with broken weapons, and multiplayer is probably not going to be fun for a little while. Doom: The Dark Ages. Oh my god, this...
Really quick, you just reminded me. I saw a post the other day. Maybe you sent it. It was when the kid on Fallout invites me to a server to tell me off.
Yes, it was.
Not knowing what I grew up in, and then it shows the Call of Duty fucking...
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 from 2006. Yes. Oh man,
I thought that was you.
That was me, and it has what is it? Art the clown going the yes.
Yeah.
I love that meme. That meme is great.
Yeah, I don't like Art the Clown or the Terrifier stuff. I'm not. I tried to give it a chance. Honestly, dude, I was kind of bored.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like, I wasn't into the Art the Clown thing. However, I'm loving that meme and the ways people. Like I saw one the other day. It said, HR talking to me at work. Did you tell the dude guy that he eats Snickers upside down? So
you said that to me. Yeah. To be able to say, do you like the ridges on the Snickers? Do you know what they taste like specifically? Oh, God. I can appreciate those kind of jokes. Alright, but Doom, when that trailer popped up, they gave him a kick! They gave my boy a kick! Oh my god. This trailer, I'm not even gonna play it here. I need you guys to go and put that thing on 4K with Dolby surround sound if you can. It's a good trailer. It is probably one of the best trailers of the entire, showcase. Fable also did another one, and I'm excited for Fable. It's been a while.
Fun trailer, but like we really need some real gameplay because this is the second fun trailer now.
Yes.
I like fun trailers. They're showing us that the comedy that was one of the big things of Fable is still very much there, and I love that. Can I please see the fucking game?
Yeah. I'm happy to see
game.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm actually very happy to see the character models and the couple of monsters. I'm like, okay, this looks good. It does look good. Is Peter Molyneux still with? Oh no, he's not. Oh. Okay. Huh. Anyway, even still, 2025. This one will be next year, so hopefully by the year end we might get a date.
It was first teased how fucking long ago?
E3 of last year? Well, what would have been E3 of last year?
No, it was not last year. It was before that.
It was
You're thinking the giant trailer. We had that first teaser trailer.
Oh,
Into the Woods.
That was I think that was Gamescom.
And when?
November of the year prior.
So 22.
22.
And we still don't have gameplay for a game that's coming out next year. That's kind of weird to me.
And that's kind of weird to me, but it's Eidos Montreal.
We see it all the time. So I guess it shouldn't be weird to me. It's annoying.
I mean, we got Eidos Montreal, who is known for Deus Ex, which plays fine. So if they do anything even remotely similar to Deus Ex, I think we're in good hands.
I know them from something else, too. I can't think of what it is.
Were they a part of one of the Hitmans?
No, that was
Oh,
mostly Square.
Guardians of the Galaxy. And Shadow of
That
the
was a really good game.
and Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
That's probably what I was thinking of.
Let's see what else they've done real quick while we're here fishing. That's a really good buzz catch with Star-Lord pulling out the tape deck. That was a good, yeah, that's a good buzz catch.
It's a good game.
It's a good game. I haven't played
It's
too
a
much of it.
fun game. I liked it, and it's got replayability because you make choices.
Can you just piss everyone off?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, I immediately pissed off Rocket and felt bad it was a thing from that point on throughout the game.
Oh. Marvel's
I had
Avengers.
Drax throw him, and I shouldn't have.
Oh. Oh, the 2014 Thief, Human Revolution, OG2.
That was back when I used to rent video games. The 2014 Thief.
I
would rent a game from Redbox for one night, play as much of the game as I could, then return it. So like, I did that with South Park Stick of Truth, beat the game one night. I did that with Murder Soul Suspect, beat it in the one night. And I did it with Thief, and I got a little ways into it, and then I just kind of went, meh, and I just returned it the next day.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. I'll say Thief is not really a joint effort game. It's patience at its worst, where you have to wait for everything. Going back and playing Thief Gold back in like 94, it's rough. And then skipping ahead to this one, it's just as rough. But I mean, Montreal's got a lot under its belt. And Playground Games, we know a lot of what they've done. Frickin' Forza, for Christ's sake. Come on. But it's just 2025. You're right, Q. It is a bit of a let's see what Xbox got for their Fable thing. Do they have anything on their page? Whoa! It says trailers and gameplay. Whoa! You're good.
Some gameplay.
Is there some gameplay? Let's find out. Let me quiet it. Let me see. Okay, it says in-game footage. Oh, it's the second trailer. It's the one we got at E3 with the giant. Yeah.
Well, it's fine. What's next on the list?
Yeah, it's fine. Click. E-Day marks new dawn for Gears of War. This trailer's good too. 14 years before. 14 years before Gears of War, it's when Marcus Phoenix and Dom first find the Locust Horde and are now having to fight against them. This is a good, just significant trailer of Marcus getting shoved in by a Locust and having a pretty good brawl. And then, of course, at the end, Marcus does what he does best and removes the head from said Locust, and then gets saved by Big Boy Dom. I'm here for this. The Coalition's still being ran by Cliff Blazetsky, I believe, and then having the Mad World song playing in very slow motion with like an orchestral set. I'm like, okay, we are wanting the nostalgia games. Because that's what we're getting with Doom. That's what we're getting with, sadly, Fable. That's what we're getting with Perfect Dark. Y'all really want to ride on this nostalgia high, and we're not mad. Especially when games are looking this good. Yeah. Red Band trailers.
Those things like there's a level of safety in it.
That too. But, the trailer made its debut in 4K resolution, 30 frames, with 5.1 stereo surround sound. It says the specs optimized for streaming do not represent the final game's performance, and I'm like, I guarantee you that thing's going to be 4K 60, but, Quincy, you want to talk about this one?
The Indiana Jones one?
Indiana Jones one.
Yeah, it looks fun. It looks good. I'm liking everything I'm seeing about it as an Indiana Jones fan. Yeah, I like that, we see the world map showing the traversal for where they're going when you're going between places. Um, I like that, I'm gonna get to punch Nazis in the face. Um, I am always a little iffy on first person games. And this one has moments where I'm watching it and I'm like, a little rough. Same thing happened when I was watching Perfect Dark. Um, and that's just me personally. I don't think the game itself is rough. I think it's just how my eyes and my sight is working. But it's fine. It'll be playable. They made the Nazi guy that in this that we see Indy fight a total goofball, which is hilarious.
Choo choo.
Um, the fucking Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie reference. Um, but no, it looks good. It looks really interesting. We'd already seen a little bit of gameplay in the last trailer. Um, so this one being story driven with an end of gameplay, I'm fine with because that means we've seen gameplay twice now, which makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably play the fuck out of this. What I'm hoping is that this game does well, and that because the engine's created, they've got the voice acting, that maybe they can just kind of roll out more games and kind of keep indie alive because Harrison's done. We're not getting any more movies. This is the way that indie's going to live on for future adventures, and I would love that if every couple of years we got an indie game.
That would be great. Who's the ones behind this? Oh, Machine Games.
Yeah, it's Machine Games.
Oh, then yeah, this is definitely gonna do. If this does do well, Machine Games is definitely gonna keep this going because they've done nothing but passion project after passion project after passion project, and as you've mentioned, this is a 5.5 minute long trailer of an Indiana Jones movie scene. Like that's
Yeah,
the whole entire thing is a really, if you are a fan of Indiana Jones and you like how kind of goofball it can be, you're gonna love this trailer. It's
and Troy
fantastic.
Baker's doing a Harrison Ford impression.
It's great. If you had told me that was him, I would be like bullshit. But I
Yeah,
looked it up. I knew.
yeah, no, he's doing good. And from what I understand, Candyman's in it.
Really?
Yeah, he does a voice in it.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm always
Well.
excited when I see him around.
Okay. Okay. But this will be later on this year. Once again, no date, but day one Game Pass. Quincy and I are gonna hop in it. Uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to either buy some storage or clear some storage on the console because there's a few games coming up in this that I'm just like, oof,
oof.
oof. Plus, I still got Star Wars coming out this year.
Yep.
Oof.
Oof. And speaking of size, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 just had its third update, ranging another 72 gigabytes. How big do you think it is now? Oh, cute. Oh,
532. I was thinking.
532? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Close. 496.
See, I was gonna say 472, and I went, no, it's gotta be bigger than that. And I was right; it was bigger than 472, but I went too.
And I mean, almost 500 gigabytes of 4K ultra realistic textures. I'm not mad at it. It's just I'm never a big fan of Flight Simulator, but this is one of the outliers where I'm like, people love this game. It ain't for me. I get that, but people love this game.
I'm just not good at it. I could see how fun it would be to explore the world that way. Not
Yeah,
good at the game.
yeah. But they add, of course, other things such as aerial firefighting, search and rescue, commercial flights if you want to do the bus simulator type of thing, remote cargo operations, VIP charter service, air racing, and a lot more. They've added, I believe, 65 different more aircraft into it. So always content with this game. Perfect Dark. A game I sat my ass back down and said, no, wait a minute. Yeah, it was, I
It
believe,
actually looks pretty good.
yeah, when I was right here and I saw this dumb wing, I kind of find the wingsuit a little dumb.
Luckily, it's in one scene so far.
Yeah, this was where I about cut, where I was just like, oh, it's Perfect Dark because they said Joanna. I knew that was the name of Perfect Dark. I was like, oh, we're getting a Perfect Dark game, neat. I'm gonna go grab me a snack before continuing on. I think this is where I dropped my stuff. Didn't see the crystal dynamics. Didn't see that crystal dynamics. Oh!
See, you gotta give things a chance.
Well, yeah, and I wasn't paying attention about that time. Okay, so crystal
I do find the
dynamics.
HUD a little weird.
It matches Perfect Dark Zero because you were supposed to be able to use all the tools on her little, yeah, that. So, okay, you can use them to lie to the voice detection lock, which is highly ineffective. I don't get it, but I love these areas. I'm here for the urban environment, the bazaar that was there. I'm here for it.
What I really liked is I really like when shit starts to go down in this trailer in a little bit, how much the environment was reacting.
Yeah.
And then we get some like slow down moments during the action that honestly they kind of reminded me of Stranglehold.
A little Stranglehold. I felt a little Mirror's Edge from this.
But see, that's what I'm getting from this right here.
Yeah.
Like what we're currently watching, I'm getting Mirror's Edge, which I didn't like Mirror's Edge, and this was like to me a little bit watching it. But that's more for me personally. What are you looking at?
I'm just wondering why she's firing 22s, but it's fine.
Have you watched the whole trailer yet?
Huh? Me? Yes, I did. I've watched the whole trailer. I just missed the fact that
it looks like a lot of the shots she's firing are non-lethal.
knockouts,
Like,
maybe.
she's doing like electric shots on a lot of the people.
I know that was a feature in the Perfect Dark Zero where you can fire an alt fire off of your pistol. That's a taser.
And then a lot of the other people that she takes out, like she shoots them a couple times, but then knocks them unconscious. So I'm wondering if there's a whole thing with that because you're focusing on the bullet size.
That
Like, we're gonna see her do some stuff here in a second.
yeah, she does the Batman knockdown, and then there's the
Yep.
alt fire.
Yep. And then he's down.
Oh, he's dead.
And this guy she shoots, but then she jumps on this guy and just knocks him out. And here's what I'm talking about with the stranglehold.
Yeah, I can feel it. And then being able to shoot through cover or smoke in this instance.
Yeah. That was smooth.
That was very
It
smooth.
looks good to me. Yeah, this trailer and the Doom trailer both did what I like. They got someone that knows how to play the game to play the game.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm happy for all of that. And the Doom one, when I was watching him just nudge back the guy, and I was like, see, this wouldn't happen if he had oh, he's got a kick. They gave him a kick. South of Midnight. I love this art style. I love this music. It is definitely, it feels like We Happy Few. Well, it is done by the guys who did We Happy Few, but I'm here for this entire game. I've been here for it since last year when we heard about it, I think at PAX Prime, PAX East, one of those two.
The South of Midnight?
Yes.
Yeah, this one looks interesting. I'm liking the environment and the world. The voice acting was fun. The art's interesting because like the clippiness of the motions is definitely very interesting.
It feels very comic book. Like it wants to be a comic book, but I'm here for the attacks looking so stringent, fluid, has like a variable frame rate, but at the same time very quick. It is nice. It is very nice to look at, and that old Southern Bayou jazz and music that goes along with it. Yeah, give me some more of that shit.
I'm already really interested in the catfish guy.
I'm also very interested in the catfish guy. So, 2025 is the date for this one also. I can wait for this one. This one will let us breathe before we get to it. This one and
We
Fable.
are at the halfway point of the year.
Yeah. So, beginning of next year-ish?
Well, yeah, maybe, but my point being, I guess it makes sense that they're starting to talk about next year.
And I'm glad that they're giving a little bit more time on certain games. State of Decay 3. I kind of liked State of Decay 2. I just didn't play it too much.
I played 2 a lot more than I played 1. and I did enjoy 1. 2 brought in some of the changes I wanted. I'm hoping 3 brings in even more. Um, this is a very story-based trailer. It doesn't show too much. We do get the idea that there's going to be some new versions of the zombies, um, but that's kind of it.
Good shot. No date on this one, I would assume. Yeah, nothing. Nothing on the date on this. Yep, no.
I'd be willing to say 20. I'd be willing to say 25
I'm hoping.
because they've been working on it for a bit now.
Have they?
I think so. Yeah.
But it looks like a really good engine to work off of, so hopefully. And then here comes the world premieres and new games from our partners. Once again in alphabetical. Oh my god, there's so many. Assassin's Creed Shadows had yet another first look gameplay, and I kinda like it a lot more than when we first saw this game previously. Like it was already good. They didn't need to go this hard.
It looks like a really interesting game. I'm liking, the new section of the world. That we're gonna go ahead and focus on Japan and whatnot. Um, so I think I'll eventually get it, but I still haven't finished my last 2 Assassin's Creed games I bought, and I have not bought the newest Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty far off from getting to this one.
I just want to get through Valhalla, I think, is the one that I'm gonna ice
I haven't
through.
finished Odyssey and I haven't finished Valhalla.
I finished Odyssey. Yeah, Odyssey's fine. It's yeah. I got nothing really bad to say about it. It's just it's a lot to get through. But Assassin's Creed Shadows looks like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, if that makes sense. It looks like a whole lot of fun. It looks like it's being true to the time of when it's historically held.
They do a lot of work on the historical side of each of these. So
Most of them, yes. I'm mad at Unity.
Well, Unity wasn't a historical problem. Unity was just a problem.
Yes.
Did you, by the way, see that they added Callisto Protocol to game?
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I never activated it on Steam, so cool. There's a game to give away. I'll be able to download that on my Xbox. I'll do that later.
They'll also be adding Still Wakes the Deep later this month.
Oh, awesome.
The 18th.
Oh, this one. This one was a little bit of a rough one because this one's done by Rebellion Games. I like Rebellion Games because they did Sniper Elite and the Zombie Army. However, Adamfall falls in a place where I don't want it to fail.
Product.
I was not a fan of Atomic Hearts. Atomic Hearts did not fulfill that need in me. In fact, it made me
so excited for that game.
I was excited and I got let down hard. I made it about 3/4 of the way through the game before I was just like, I don't want to. It didn't give me happiness. It wasn't there for me. But this looks fun. This looks great. I love the weapons look amazing. The texture mapping, the flashlight works, the steam, the smoke, the odd mythicism that's kind of behind this. Yes, please. Give me Adamfall. Game Pass, day one, super happy. I don't need to shed an extra $1 for this. I don't want it to fail. I want this game to succeed. Sadly, no date again, I believe. Yeah, just 2025. Another one that I gotta kind of wait for, and that's okay. It allows for more gameplay to kind of get thrown at me, but as said, a few of these textures, a few of these creatures, I am here for. I like this. This feels very Fallout, but with a little bit of a spin, because this is in Northern England. We'll see. we'll see what's going on with it. Hopefully later on we'll get some more of those trailers. Expedition 33. This one came out of nowhere to me when I saw it. I had no clue what it was, especially with this scene in front of us of blown up Paris. I was like, what am I looking at here?
Yeah, I wasn't sure about this one.
And about halfway through the game, it kind of tells us that it's a exploration with friends. And it's like art pieces, and I would like some gameplay from this. This looks beautiful. This looks staggeringly beautiful. But I need gameplay.
This game is.
Yeah. I see this thing. I see a little bit of turn-based combat, but I'm like, I need a little bit. How far does this combat go? Can I do something outside of it to make things better? Better counters? Okay, cool. This just kind of gives me Secrets of Mana. It gives me Chrono Cross. You know, it's giving me those kind of vibes. And I'm like, I kind of don't want to rely on old school turntable, especially when it looks this pretty. Give me the good looks, but give me action RPG, not turn-based. I hope there's something that allows me to have that in this. At least slightly action RPG-ish. Once again, no date. It just kind of went straight to the coming 2025 wishlist now. Dragon Age, another one of the nostalgia titles I was talking about. I wasn't expecting, like, Dragon Age was not on my bingo card for this year. Was it on yours?
I mean, no, but at the same time, it's a big enough IP. I didn't think it was done.
Yeah. I mean, this is 25 years after Inquisition, if I'm not mistaken, which is when Veilguard begins to push back the boundaries of insert that darkness here. I'm here for it. I hope that it becomes available through Game Pass. I don't quite understand killing off the person who gets this one looks more zany now looking at it. This looks a little more comedic.
Trying to breathe new life into the franchise, probably.
Yeah. I mean, the I've read one of the novels. It's not a happy novel. Okay. Once again, nothing. But it does say. Oh no, not gameplay premiere. What's the next part? Oh no, it's just the gameplay. There we go. Fall 2024, which means this has been in production for a while.
Yeah, it would seem like that. Yeah.
And then it said,
getting a weird Mio energy.
Yeah.
Right now.
Wait a minute. There was a gameplay premiere. Oh, I didn't see that. But as of yesterday from this podcast, there was a gameplay premiere, so I'm probably gonna check that out post podcast. Okay. Flintlock. We've heard about this about the same time that we heard about Shadows over South of Midnight. Because
you said Shadows over, and I was like,
yeah, my brain paused. But South of Midnight, we got a Flintlock trailer about that time too, and all we noticed was that it was an okay time of like a Civil War-ish, and they kind of filled us in on what the combat's like. I'm here for the combat. Day one Game Pass. I kind of like its setting. What's the date on this one? Bam, right around the corner, July 18th. Now, this game looks done. This game looks good. It has weapons out the yin-yang. It's got mythicism mixed in with Civil War, mixed in with strangely like medieval times. I kind of like this odd combination, and I'm here to definitely see what this is on July 18th. A month away, month away. What do you think, Q?
Yeah, about a month away. I don't know. It's not like super high on my list, especially with me being limited on space. But like, I don't have anything against it.
Very platformy adventure-y, but I do love its set pieces and its fluid motions. Okay, now the only reason, the only thing I'm sighing about is another 5v5 hero shooter, but this one,
I don't understand why we're making so many of these.
But this one says it's a rule-changing hero shooter, and I've looked at this. This is okay. I do like its art style. It is very wow glam, and there are cards that allow to change the shape of the map in front of you. I like that, but I don't like when it's against me. Chain reaction cards, flip the world cards, Death's Embrace, where if you die, so does the guy in front of you. You know, it's fine.
I don't know. I'm already not into the 5v5 thing. Like, I'm gonna give the new Marvel one a chance.
Marvel Rivals?
Yeah. But this isn't my thing, and like there's just so fucking many of them.
There's a big head. There's a card that gives you big heads. Okay.
And what we've got both Overwatches. There was that one same exact time as Overwatch that failed.
X Defiant.
That's not the one I was thinking of, but sure, X Defiant. We got this one now. We got Apex Legends.
Apex is more battle royale, I'll say.
Not when it first started, it wasn't.
Really?
Oh. It was much more like the smaller teams when it started, wasn't it? Am I remembering wrong?
Titanfall, maybe.
Maybe I'm remembering wrong. My tablet died. I can't watch the stream anymore.
Dang. I'll keep an eye on it.
What was the one that came out the exact same time as Overwatch? Had like the robot butler.
Something Born. Hero Born? Battleborn.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, that thing. And now we're getting this coming 2025. I believe this is gonna be a free to play, anyways. I'm not 100% on that because most of the 5v5s right now are free to play, which boggles my little tiny woggle. I don't know. If it interests you, there it is. Life is Strange, Double Exposure, where you hop back into Max Caulfield, the original Life is Strange character. After playing the first one, Life is Strange kind of hit this weird note for me, where it is.
I haven't finished it yet.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, without spoiling it, it hit a lot of really good drama notes. It hit a lot of good twists. I was here for it, but the second one I was not. After the storm, I believe.
Before the storm.
Oh, before the storm. Yes. I'm
about the 2-pack, so I have that too. I haven't finished the first one, so.
And then Life is Strange 2 with the brothers. Yeah. And then the other Life is Strange offshoot. I don't recall what it's called right now, but these types of drama games are not for me. I like them, but they are not for me. And Double Exposure is kind of on that guideline from what I saw in the trailer. Arrives on October 29th, but those who pre-order the Ultimate Edition get to play the first 2 chapters on 2 weeks earlier on October 15th. Not bad. A free-to-play Mecha Break. We've talked about this, I think, sometime early last year, where it was very early. This Gundam look-alike with very beautiful-looking models has a 3v3 and a 5v5 game modes. where you can have either dog fights or actual fights, and destructible environments, usable items that are flying all around. This game looks fast, and you have to be a little bit faster to kind of keep up with it. I'm here for it. August 2024, you know, if you like Gundam. And hoping your computer doesn't explode from how fast your robot's going. Anyways. I am mad at Konami for releasing such a damn fine trailer. I don't want to support Konami without Kojima. I don't want to give them money for taking this man's project, making it look good, and just expecting a lot of us will follow through and pay for it. I refuse. I will not be purchasing this. If it is on Game Pass, yippee-ki-yay. That is no money to that developer from me.
They still make money.
Yeah, they still make money, but it's not money that I am pushing to them. You know what I mean.
They get a portion of the Game Pass membership because of you playing the game.
Then never mind. I refuse to play this game unless Kojima comes out and says, "Yeah, I'm glad they did this," or hey, at least
he might come out and go, "Fuck it, just play it."
Yeah. I'm just so mad. I'm mad. It's a good game. If you haven't played Snake Eater, play Snake Eater. It's a good game. Mixtape. So on the lines of Life is Strange, Mixtape kind of does the same, but it feels better, if that makes sense. You play as someone who's a little socially awkward, but just wants to have fun through their time as a teen. Listening to music, hanging out with friends, and they find a new friend who wishes to join in their delinquency. And you basically live as a teenage friend, we'll say, because you decide if you hang out with your friends in this instance or if you do something else. I kind of like this. It's just, I don't think it's a game for me, though. I did the teenager once. That was a long time ago. I don't think I'm going to be doing it again. Another one of those games that I already know what it's like even before the trailer, Stalker 2.
Well, we've also been watching Stalker shit for how long now?
Yeah, luckily I think we have a date now. I think. Quiet you. The trailer is nothing too spectacular. It's, humans bad, abominations worse. The hallucinations are coming back in full force from Clear Sky, I believe, had the hallucinations. The weapons look like they feel weighty, chunky, could break at any minute. I forget who your character is in this, but to be able to use the environment around you, I hope in this way, would be nice. It's Stalker. It's depressing. You're in Chernobyl. No one's happy there. Let me see. Did it have a date? September 5th, 2024. That's not too bad. I can wait a little bit longer for it.
It feels like we've been waiting like a century.
They had some ups and downs with financing, from what I understand. Winter Burrow, the only cozy game out of this entire selection, where you play a tiny mouse returning home and realizing that it's pitch empty, pitch cold, and you need to start building up your nice little home again. Building up clothes so that way you can venture out, visiting your aunt on this island, and that's the base start of the game. It seems to have a lot more story elements after you finish building this bridge to meet your aunt, but I won't reveal it in this podcast. Go and watch the trailer if you want to watch the trailer. It's a cute little game. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers the Journey into the Darkness of Late Ming Dynasty. I never was a big fan of Three Kingdoms, even though it always came up to me. Like, I always played a lot of games that involve the Three Kingdoms, such as Dynasty Warriors and the whatnot. Um, this game looks cool. I just don't know. It's Souls-like, but I don't know how good it's gonna feel. I feel like it's gonna be a little Lies of P-ish. But love the animations, love the art. Very dark. I don't know what that thing that's not a tongue, that's like a finger instead of a tongue.
My access to the stream's down, so I have no idea what you're looking at right now. But that
Oh,
sounds terrible.
yeah, it's not great. Um a nice little armlet that kind of heals you, I think. I think that's your Estus. The weapon play looks fun. The game looks like a Souls-like, but something feels amiss when I'm looking at it. Like a little Sekiro-ish. Did we get a date on this? Close. Coming 2025. Dang. Now the updates, Diablo 4, I'm just gonna kind of breeze by them because this one's not great. Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred, the game is at its all-time lowest of players playing currently.
Wonder why.
Nobody's gonna be playing Vessel of Hatred. No, I don't even think anyone's gonna pre-order Vessel of Hatred. I feel bad for people who are gonna be buying Vessel of Hatred. October 8th, go enjoy it. Elder Scrolls Online celebrates 10 years of Tamriel Unlimited. This is cool. Go and play the 2 minute long trailer where it showcases a couple of the areas that are around. Um, I'm here for Elder Scrolls. I like Elder Scrolls lore. They're going back to the comedic side of things. They're not taking things very seriously anymore. They did that in the Daedra Lords DLC expansion that they had, and then they were like, we're gonna have fun. So the latest 10-year anniversary expansion, Gold Road, has a little bit more fun to it. A lot more interesting quests that actually make me kind of look over to someone else's computer and like, is that fun? I was watching a few Twitch streams. June 18th, it drops, and I'm kind of thinking about it, but not heavily. Fallout 76's Skyline Valley with a new vault, yet unexplored.
I'm excited, but I haven't done most of their expansions because I still have so much to do in the regular game that I just haven't bothered.
Yeah. I too feel kind of that way with certain games. When I was going through Fallout 4, I was like, oh, all the DLCs dropped. I could go and do them right now. But I want to go see what this is all about. And I would go and do the other things, and I still haven't done all the Fallout 4 DLC. But one day. And I'm happy to see a trailer play out like this, with the live action people throwing in, their lore bits, I guess you can call it, and having, what is it, Vault 60 Vault 63. I don't know anything about that. Learn about the Lost.
I don't think we will until this.
Okay. Electric ghouls that inhabit the vault. And the enigmatic overseer Hugo Stoltz. Huh. You'll chase storms in Skyline Valley's new public event, Dangerous Pastimes, and fight new region bosses, a monumental trifecta of Robo-Brains. And it comes out today.
I hate fighting fucking robots.
Well,
the pain in the ass.
You know what I'm going to say to that, Q.
Get good.
Oh! You can play as a ghoul? Oh god, I got choked up immediately when I saw that. Yeah, I'm okay. When I saw Play as a Ghoul, I was like, I'm sorry, I missed this part of the trailer. Oh, okay, yeah, Play as a Ghoul, early 2025. That's actually kind of neat. Uh, Sea of Thieves. I'm rough with Sea of Thieves, and it's already on free to play / Game Pass with all of its extra little features that you get with it. The Become a Villain Season 13 trailer with all of its pretty okay looking cosmetics and ship pieces. It's fine. It's fine. July 25th as a free update for all players. So, I'm already hearing some negativity about Starfield Shattered Space, the new added...
It's cool to be angry.
Huh?
I said, well, because it's cool to be angry.
Well, kind of. So, you're paying $7. You pay $7.
Okay.
You get one quest.
Okay.
That's it.
I doubt that.
That's
Based off what I saw in the trailer, there's a lot of content there.
That's what some people were mentioning, was it's just one major big quest adds this many planets that you're kind of going through. I'm thinking it's a big quest, that you're going onto the space station, onto a couple other planets. People are mad, and I'm a little confused, but I hope it's $7. That's what I'm hoping. This one here will drop, I believe it said October. Nope, just says coming 2024. I do like some of its animations and visionary set pieces. I'm always here for decaying ruins, but with like moss and shit growing over it. Yeah. World of Warcraft. I haven't played World of Warcraft since the Pandas, so I am very far behind.
I've never really played World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Can you believe they're almost 25 years old?
At least they're legal.
Yeah. When I watched this trailer, I saw Illidan and I said, that son of a bitch is still alive. And then I saw Arthas and I'm like, oh, you're just going through all the trailers. Okay. Sure, fine. Okay. So watching it, I'm like, this is great, I guess. August 26th for the next expansion. Have no clue what it's going to be adding, but I'll hear it from the couple of friends. $25 gets you a quick zoom, level 60 character boost, 60 days of in-game time. I believe it even gives you Dragonflight, which is the last one, for $25. That's not too bad. Like, say what you want about Blizzard and Diablo, they've always treated World of Warcraft right. Like, I've never really had too much of a like, me quitting World of Warcraft was because of the Pandas and me not really wanting to indulge in all that extra lore that I didn't feel like.
I don't know what you mean by pandas, so this does nothing.
They added a place called Pandaria, and it added actual panda characters, and it added lore for them.
Cool.
And I just didn't want to learn all that lore, so I bounced.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I never played the three expansions after that, including this one. But for $25, I've already got a lot to play, but that's not a bad deal. And they've even announced new consoles. The 1 terabyte Series S in Robot White, the all-digital Xbox Series X, which is a bit strange, 2 terabytes in Galaxy Blue. Well, why are you going to have... I guess that's not strange. It's just you're getting rid of the CD...
They have that already. That's what you bought.
No, Series X.
Oh, it's a Series X without a disc tray.
Right. See how weird that sounds?
Interesting.
Yeah. But I guess it's for the... I want the 2... Is it 2 terabyte? Because it doesn't say... It says 1 terabyte on the Series S, but it doesn't say the size on the Series X. I hope that it's 2 terabytes for it being the quote-unquote premium model that has the better processor and graphics chip, but no price tags yet. I want to get the Galaxy Black one that has like all these little stars on it, but I don't need it. I don't need.
Wait, missing the disc tray is literally what makes it an S from an X. I'm confused.
It's. I mean,
Your
also the
card doesn't have a
processor.
disc tray?
Yeah, an all digital Xbox Series X.
That's weird.
Yep. Let me take a look at the wire real quick. 1 terabyte in Robot White, Xbox Series X. Yeah. Yeah. And then it's talking about all these launch of new games. Yeah. An all digital Xbox Series X, just because it has the perfect option for digital first players to experience the speed and performance of the Series X for $450.
Weird.
So, okay, $450 for a boost in ability to play. Oh, and the Galaxy Black one has white and green speckles. I thought it was just white speckles. I would have been happy with just white speckles. But this one here runs $600 for the 2 terabyte Galaxy Black Special Edition. Jeez.
I'm good.
And good news, that's all. That's all just from the Xbox. There was a lot announced over the last week, and I'm going to very quickly go over it. From the Futures Game Show, the ones that I've noticed that were kind of cool was the Starship Troopers Extermination, both the developer interview and the gameplay trailer. A very interesting one called Tamarindo's Freaking Dinner Launch trailer. There was
that one.
There was Body Cam, which has probably the most realistic graphics I have ever seen in my entire life. Nuamata, which has this dark atmosphere that feels very foreboding, but it has this want for exploration and mystere. I was kind of here for that one. There was a couple other ones that I saw, like Enter the Chronosphere, which is a top-down isometric bullet hell that I really love. The music was great. Go listen to that music. There was more Space Marine 2 gameplay, and why is it that now Warhammer wants to make itself very appealing to me? I had no want.
You're just more open to it.
I guess. It looks good. It looks great. If you like blood and guts, there you go. And then, remember when I was talking about Deliver Us the Moon, Deliver Us Mars? Well, Deliver Us Home also had another showcase bit. And it's trippy. It's real trippy. Netflix was showing off a few of their games that are going to be crossing over. They're fine. If you have a Netflix account and you have what is it called? The Luna controller, works fine for it. It's actually quite fun that way. Sword of the Necromancer, cute little roguelite that has endearing models and very tight controls. And I believe that was all the ones that I saw that I was really interested in. I think all the other ones were okay. Nobody Wants to Die, we talked about before. A noir detective story in fallen Neo New York. Some of the models in there was kind of nice. And I believe that was really it. If you want to look at the whole thing, go to the Future Games Show and take a look at the whole hour-and-a-half long show from start to finish. It's full of actual really good interviews and actual conversations about their game and how happy they are that they're able to make these games. I also forgot about the casting of Frank Stone, the new horror deep dive that's going on from the world of Dead by Daylight, if you recall. But yeah, go and check out all of those. There's 2 more, but I'm not going to go into them just because they're more of what we've already had, such as Monster Hunter Wilds and Street Fighter. We got Terry Bogard coming into Street Fighter 6. I'm excited for that. Am I gonna buy it? Probably not. But
Lies.
I'm actually gonna hold off until Mark of the Wolves to get really excited. But you're right. Will I buy it? I don't know. Skidoo. And speaking of games remastered, I'm actually mad this didn't get a spot. Well, that I've noticed. The Thing remastered did not get a nice little spot on any of the showcases.
Well, it's PC only, isn't it?
PC and consoles.
Oh, interesting. Well,
I mean,
smaller game.
Yeah, it's Night Dive. Night Dive does amazing work. This is a 2002 game that has been up-rendered and remodified for today's consoles / computers. And I never played this, but I'm kind of bummed that I never did. This looks great. The creatures look horrifying. And it makes me want to watch The Thing again. Where can I see The Thing?
Probably, if I had to guess, like Max or something like that.
Well, good news, I have that. So good.
Nope, never mind. It does not appear to be streaming currently.
Oh. Bummer. Any other gaming things before we speed along into shoes?
I think we're good. It's getting late.
Yep, you're right. But shoe news. Last week I talked about Miles Morales shoes. Not quite the case. The Boondocks and Marvel collide in this Puma collaboration. So it was Miles Morales, but with the Boondocks style on the inside, as well as Black Panther and Blade as a part of their sets. And they do match the motifs of each independently and quite nice. I do like the Black Panther with their Puma guideline going back with the Chikala's necklace. And I'm like, okay. And then on the inside, the sole is of the Boondock style with Black Panther unmasked, but it's not bad. Further down, Blade. The swoosh is a little more, or I don't want to call it swoosh, but the Puma equivalent is a bit more different on the Blade one, with a spattering of what looks to be blood on the back of the shoe on the sole. I kind of like Blades a lot more. However, Blades cost a little bit more at $120, while the other two are $90. Skadoop. Go-Go Mystery Machine. When you showed this to me, I didn't quite understand. Are we?
To understand or not understand.
So we're not getting Fred, Velma, Daphne.
They literally made a Velma show that doesn't have the fucking dog. So.
Yeah. But I'm glad they kept Shaggy and Scoob.
We've already done this. When you there was the one that was Daphne, Shaggy, Scrappy, and Scooby only, no Fred and Velma except for special episodes. And then they had ones that were just Shaggy and Scooby and Scrappy.
And then 13 Ghosts.
13 Ghosts with Daphne, Shaggy, Scooby, Scrappy, Flim Flam, Vincent Vengel.
Vincent Vengel. That's a good character. Are you excited for this?
It's interesting. It looks like it might be fun. I'll give it a shot. If it sucks, then I just turn the TV off.
Fair enough. It's good.
I did not give Velma a shot. I looked at that and I went, I don't like the direction this is going.
Yeah. I watched a couple episodes. It feels forced laughter, Over on our Las Vegas Sphere, I've watched a few of the things that pop on it every now and again. I missed this one, One Piece, on the Las Vegas Sphere to celebrate their 25th anniversary. And then I said to myself, One Piece has been going on for 25 years? It's a nice little bubble boy.
Here's my thing. Why is all this One Piece stuff suddenly happening out here?
One Piece is popular. It's just I guess people finally start getting money to spend on it.
I mean, specifically out here, we've got the cafe now, the Sphere.
Um, money. That's what drives everything. I mean, in order to put an ad on the Sphere for, I believe it's 2 minutes, you have to pay like 10 grand. So, I mean, if you got the money, and also, as said, people just really like One Piece. There
So
are,
it just seems weird that they're so much centered in Vegas. Is my point.
yeah, and well,
Not that they're. Why would you spend this, or how would they spend this? That's not my point. My
no,
point is like it's weird that it's all centered here.
yes, and we're probably gonna get very much more over the course of time. Aw, and then the fifth gear Luffy. I like that. I will admit I've jumped ahead in what my One Piece knowledge into what could be considered current. It gets kind of good. It gets kind of good. But I'm a fan of Street Fighter, but I don't think I'm this big of a fan of Street Fighter to get Jada Toys Street Fighter Violent Ken. This homie looks a little angry. For those who played Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition, you had a chance to fight Violent Ken, who has faster attacks and wants to overtake Akuma, I think, or overtake M. Bison, one of the two. I do like the little pieces that you get alongside it with a destroyed barrel, a regular barrel, a Hadouken, and a Shoryuken, which are all, set pieces of Ken with an angry face and a very much more angrier face. Sadly, no price tag. Dang. This Hasbro Marvel Legends Werewolf by Night Man-Thing. I kind of like
Very
it, and I haven't seen Werewolf by Night.
fun. Watch it.
I'm gonna go watch. I'm
It's fun.
probably gonna watch it.
It's fun. It's not long. It's like
4 episodes?
no. It's like a mini movie.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll probably catch it tomorrow when I get home. Yeah. But this figure looks pretty dang good. I think I've only seen one comic that I have with Man Thing in it. Is Man Thing a good thing to get into?
I think it'd be fun. There's some good ones out there.
Okay.
By the way, it's 52 minutes.
Oh, okay. That ain't bad.
Yeah, it's considered a special. It's not even actually classified as a movie.
Okay. I kind of want it, but at the same time, I have nowhere to put it. A Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Amazon exclusive classic Technodrome with what looks to be Bebop and Krang chilling out. I do not see Rocksteady. Oh no, figures and weapons sold separately. Oh, it better come with Krang. Oh, it better come with Krang.
Sound like it does.
But $80 for the little playset, and it works with all of your other Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys.
So disappointed so quickly.
Yeah, I would expect at least to come with Krang. Next up, Funko Pop news. First look with these patchwork Funko Pops from Batman, where you have the Caped Crusader, Catwoman, Joker, and Harley Quinn in these really nice stitched up versions of themselves. I kind of like them. Usually these run about 50. How many? Can I get a link without it blowing? Oh, God. Oh, here we go. Okay, so about $13 a pop around. Okay, yeah. Yeah, $13. And then, oh, you got Sukuna's pop now? Oh, man. Anywho. Another set of Funko Pops. The Batman 85th. Is that what they call it?
What? I
Batman.
can't see it.
Oh, it just says first look at Batman 85th Pops. And I'm like, isn't it just Batman 85?
I don't even know what Batman 85 would be. Which ones are these?
This is the Michael Keaton.
That doesn't make any sense because the fucking movie was 89.
Okay, then
Maybe it's supposed to be 85th anniversary of Batman. I'm not sure.
Hmm. Is it really?
The
It
show
hasn't
was
really been that long.
66. Well, the show was 66 and Batman was around before then. It's possible. I don't know. I don't know what they're referring to with 85th like that. That's weird.
Hmm. Well, there's a whole lot with this set, such as Michael Keaton's character, the Batman, chilling out in the Batcave while he's watching all of his screens go to the Joker in a nice beach scene, and then
Love that
there's
Joker.
love that Joker. And it even has a Funko Pop of that one with a couple of seagulls hanging around. The nice little Joker with a little bit of blood on the chin and what do they call them? The teeth that chatter. I guess chattering teeth.
That's
In
what they're called.
I guess yeah. I forget her name. Who is the female
Vicky
lead?
Vale.
Vicky Vale. Holding up. I'm unsure of what she's even holding. I know you're not in the chat. Is it a turtle?
I'm gonna pull up what I sent because I sent you these. So
Okay, well, while you do that, you of course have a pretty cool looking blood spattered Batman figure, and then the gliding down Batman pose. And
I have no idea what the fuck it is.
okay, okay, just as long as I'm not crazy, it looks like one of those flowers, but it's joke flowers, but I don't know. And then a Batmobile with the big headed Funko Pop sticking out of it. A pretty good selection, and once again, about the same price. I think the Batmobile and the Scene are $15 and $23 independently on their own. If I'm not mistaken. And
I can't figure out what it is. The only things that are popping in my head is like when Joker gift and like the hand with the roses pops out, but that doesn't look like that. I don't know what that is.
okay, just as long as I'm not crazy.
I
And
didn't say that.
okay, as crazy. This Amazon exclusive one, I saw the price tag. It was $23.99 for the Batman and the Joker from the 66 show, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And they have a nice little pow and ouch popping on into their little sides because you're supposed to, it's their scene. And I kind of like it. It's very cute. Very, very adorable set.
I have the original, most of the original set. This would be cool to add to it, but I don't know if I'll get them.
Yeah, $24. Let's go do. Bunch of Legos. The Notre Dame de Paris. It looks really good. Comparative. Did they rebuild the Notre Dame Cathedral?
They were supposed to be. They got a bunch of donations for it.
Yeah, they did. I don't. I've not been keeping up with that knowledge. $229.99 for.
To answer the previous question, yes, it's the 85th anniversary.
Oh, it would have helped if they added the word anniversary. 43.83. That's not bad on pieces. For as said, $229.99, and you get a couple freebies. It's already on back order, and it just got dropped. Holy cow! Skadoop. Mona Lisa in Lego form, $100. I mean, it's how big is? Hold on, how big is this? Does it say how big it is real quick?
Cheaper than the real Mona Lisa.
Yeah, no, right. An immersive building. I want to get Hanafuda, the oh no, Hokusai, the Great Wave, and then the Milky Way
I
Galaxy.
have a meme to send you later involving that.
Okay. But it looks like it's maybe 10 by 12, maybe. It seems to have an actual discernible height and length to it. 1503, not bad on pieces. I definitely don't. Hold on, let me look at how many the Galaxy was, because this one hurts my eyes. How many pieces? 3,091. Yeah, nah, I'm alright. I would get lost in building this for probably years. Let's go do. And a traditional chess set. You can actually play chess with Legos. $75 for 743 pieces, including Checkers. Yeah. 2 games included. Checkers. Yeah. Discover the details. The board features shiny gold-colored elements, while queen pieces are topped with minifigure statuettes. Oh, so they are. I like the horses. The horses look cool. And speaking of Legos, I like turtles. Speaking of Legos, would you believe a 71-year-old man stole 2,800 sets of Legos?
Fucking insane.
How is what I'm curious about. But this man's got X-Wing starfighters out the Yin Yang, a bunch of those Technic packs where it's the R2D2, the Big Rig one, the Space Station one, um, Millennium Falcons. Look at this. There's a bunch of the Ninjago sets. There's a few of the Boba Fett helmets. The couple of the car ones over here. This man stole a lot.
Horrible.
Yes. Police believe the man and an accomplice stole the products from a nearby retail stores and were selling the sets online.
Reminds me of the Lego store out here.
Yeah. That's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, because I don't have to go to the fucking strip anymore to go to a Lego store.
Yeah, and let's hope that the prices are a little bit better. But
I mean, the prices are going to be the same. It's Lego.
So, with the product being off the books, off of inventory, do you think this is going to be donated to children's hospitals?
No, I feel like it's all going to be part of a big police investigation. It's not going to be touched for fucking years.
You think so?
It's going to get stuck while they fucking prosecute and shit.
Oh, and just layered in process. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, anything else you got?
No, that's it, bud.
That's it. All right, let's wrap this up super quick because I'm kind of hungry. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to check the links down in the description for our personal Twitters. I've been doing a lot of wrestling posting lately. Sorry about that. Remember to check the links for good old Humble Bundle. Go and support some charities while also getting some games or comic books on the back end, or even learn a new craft. Temu, if you happen to want some very inexpensive utilities, I just purchased something not too long ago, and I'm very happy with it. Or Zenny, get some glasses. We've sold a bunch already, and I'm hoping to see a whole bunch more from that. They have their Renew Reuse, where it uses recycled gear. So it's only $8 for a set of new glasses, just as long as you have your prescription. So if you need to get that eye test, if you have a free eye test, go get your free eye test, get your prescription, get you some glasses. And of course, at the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, at the end of years, remember, please, to love one another. It is free to do. Goodbye, everybody.
Everyone.
You know you have the same texture on your tongue as your... Oh, no, that's not...